Hello everybody, welcome to Krannich Solar. My name is Benjamin and we're here together now to talk about watt peak power classes and square meters, or the efficiency of a panel on a square meter. So we all see here the good old friend, the 60 cell full-size cell, which is in the length 1 meter 64, and in the broad we have something like 1 meter. Usually we have 992 millimeters, and this is a panel where we all are used to. We know how to build it. We know if we look on a rooftop or look to a power plant on a free field, how many panels will work here. We know how the shadows have to be set, and also the subconstruction is something we are able to find the price simply out of our mind because we're so much used to it. In the future, and now growing up, the panel sizes and also the cell sizes, so that we have a very small panel here, the Luxor 250 with a size of, let's say, something around 1 meter and 35. And on the other side, we have the big fat Jinko one, which has 515 watt peak, but also a size of 2 meters and 23 centimeters, which is much taller than me. I am 1 meter 78. And this comes to a big bulk of questions. How have I to do with the new topic of snow load? How will it act by different wind shapes? And how can I choose the correct subconstruction, especially on flat roofs? Is the subconstruction supplier able to deal with this size? The panel has, in the case of Jinko, 2.5 square meters as itself. That also means that not only one single person like me is able to handle it, instead of the standard panel with the 60 cells, which I carried often by myself. And now there is the question how to act with those different sizes on the one hand, and how do also end customer react on the different power classes. Because especially here, when I show perhaps a panel with an Axitec 440, that seems to be perhaps even newer or fresher, or this is something like innovative because it has so much more power than perhaps a Suntec 300. If we compare now on the power per square meter, we can see also in the price matrix we built that the price compared to the power per square meter seems much more similar. Only there are some panels running out of this field, and these are the high efficiency panels we are also used to have in different projects where we have perhaps smaller space to build and where it makes absolute sense to use this stuff. In the moment, we are talking about to many of our customers, which sometimes compare apples with pies, and also your customers will do that. You know this problem. And now it makes sense to find a new scale, which means power per square meter, to come back to a fine discussion which makes things comparable on the one hand, and also to discuss for each project individually which panel and which size, of course also the power class coming with it, makes sense. So feel free to discuss with us. We made some thoughts about this topic. I think you also did. And wherever you want to buy a panel, whichever power class you need, call us and buy it here.